Well, here we are back with the Tropical Toucan by Lego Creator. This is set number 31173. The set contains over 200 pieces, and it retails for $17.99. So thank you, Lego, for sending this to me. And yeah, so remember in the last installment we did Back and Yonder, we did the Tropical Toucan, and it wasn't a bad build, but it started off kind of slow. Well, today we're going to have to pick between the tropical fish or the butterfly. I'm leaning more towards the butterfly because it's the smallest, and I like working back to the medium-sized one. And yeah, and today is November 1st, 2025, so happy Halloween. And let me make sure my focus is set on auto. I got the light and everything on, and yeah. Now, I can't remember if this set came with a brick separator or not. Let me see here. Of course, that's why we call this setting up or build preview. Does not come with the brick separator. Now, this is not to be construed as a professional product review, how-to, or tutorial. This is just my notes for this set. So you're in luck today. It's a paid promotional offer because Lego sent this to me, but there's no review attached to it. And that's what we have to work out of today. So I'm filling the butterfly. I think that's what I'm going to work on. And yeah, just dump all the bags out. Well, they're dumped out. I guess I could pour them out on the table like most people. Make sure we don't have any dust up here. I haven't filmed in like a week and a half or so. Mainly because my family's here right now and I have been busy. And it's the day after Halloween, so happy late Halloween, everyone. Well, whenever I get around to publishing this, and yeah, so, yeah. Alright, let's begin, let's build it. So it looks like we're building the base first. Yeah, so Halloween was kind of, more or less just kind of boring. So it looks like we're building something here. You know what? What are we building anyways? Let me see here. It looked like it was the base, but alright, so I thought maybe I can mirror this just to save time. It tells me that. Okay, so I guess that comes with the box. Let's just get going here, because I don't want to... You can tell I'm kind of all over the place today. Didn't sleep well last night, which is usual. I've been working 5-day week schedules. I've been doing evaluations for work. And yeah, just not having much fun right now. But I'm getting something done. I have a few tutorials that I filmed the last time we've met. So the work trailer is done. It should be up on my memberships, so that's even better. And I have been kind of piecing together a bunch of stuff for another tutorial that I'm working on. And yeah, it's hard when you're constantly busy. I did manage to get a few building guides, though, done. So that's good, but I haven't really done anything else since then. Yeah, I do sound kind of off today, I just sound tired. But I want to get going on some of these because I need to, oh goodness, we're going to have a lot of black and white parts to go through. Let's start sorting parts out here. Okay, we'll put the, let's pull out, let's extract all the boring colors. And if you're looking for a very fast speed build, you're on the wrong channel. I still get those comments from time to time, and yeah, you're on the wrong place if you're looking for really fast speed builds. These are not it. So I've been kind of just piddling around with tutorials, trying to figure out some stuff. And yeah, well, that's barely hanging on there. Alright, there's a dark blue. We'll put that in there. And really don't have much to talk about. Just Halloween was just kind of a drag. Just we didn't have a lot of trick-or-treaters, and kind of been hiding from drama and all that stuff. So yeah, it's been one of those days. Yeah, I remember the last part of the set, we did a lot of the black and white stuff first, and I was kind of bored with it until the end. Yeah, now I can see why this one wasn't too fun, and I'm already losing parts. Now this set already had a complete set of parts when I got it, so that tile rolled off on the floor. Oh no, it didn't. So, do I really want to do this one? No, I had another one that I want to do before it, but this one was the one that I had up on the workbench. So, I figured I'll do it now, and yeah, we'll do this one first. You know, kind of get these that way because I need some bins for parts. Start throwing all the stuff over. I should just group them by color. Why don't I do this beforehand? Who really does? Except if you're a professional Lego builder, which I'm not. Yeah, this thing's already kind of coming apart. Yeah, I'm kind of just rambling right now, huh? Okay. And it's like in the 80s right now, or here it is fall, and we're in the 80s still. About a week or two ago, it was in the 60s. Now we're back into spring weather again. You know, that's how it goes. And then the other half of the country, and it was just getting massive rains. And then there was what was that? I can't remember the country. Jamaica or something like that got hit with those mass floods. That's like, wow. Out here we rarely ever get any rain. I'm looking for that 1/4 piece. Yeah. I don't know if I'm going to get any sets this year early for review. Because of tariffs, I probably won't. You won't see a whole lot anymore. Gives me more chance to build tutorials, but without the newer parts to make my life easier, I won't be able to do those too, so I may have to come up with some other alternatives for you guys and gals. Alright. Yeah, so I've been slowly sorting parts, trying to get everything picked up in here, and that's what your body's supposed to look like so far. But I don't know, I kind of want to get into trains. Okay, so now it looks like we're doing the wings, and I think those are mirrored. So I think what I'm going to do here, let's make sure that they are, because sometimes these creator sets, they kind of just use parts in different areas. I guess we could try it. So you don't have to do what I'm doing here. I just do this for brevitivity of the video. But I really want to get into making custom trains. It's going to be kind of tough, because some of the parts are either on lockdown. It means I can't get them here in the States, so you know, whatever Lego sends me, if they do, I might be able to use that partially for that. This is what happens when you don't sleep well at night. Okay, I bet these are built differently. Let me take a look at the other one here. Because I don't think there's another. Oh, they are different colors. Okay, so we can't do that right now. I'm going to put that there. So we're going to focus on just one of the wings. I don't know if it's the left wing or the right wing. I don't know. Do I really care? Yeah, I mean, I'm not much into brick-built animals. Yeah, Lego had that announcement of Pokemon coming. I hope we get to see some Pokemon sets. And, you know, it'd be kind of cool to get those, hopefully, for review. And then kind of see if they're fun or not. I don't know what they are. Could be minifigure scaled, we don't know. Well, I do know, but I can't tell you much. But that stays like that. What are we building here? Some kind of random thing out of just black plates? I don't know what it is. It's a wing, obviously, but yeah, so trying to clear out my thoughts here so I can talk to you guys more coherently. But I don't even know if we have any new shout-outs or not. I'll have to take a look at that here in a bit. That's been going on pretty well. I did get a request, though, from one of you saying I should just build these in silence. No, I mean, these bricks don't squeak like my tutorials, so you won't get that full ASMR flavor. Yeah, but nothing's really been going on exciting in my life. Everything's been kind of just work-related. I got revaluations I got to get done. I got 3 more weeks left of work as of the filming of this video. Once I get that done, I'll have plenty of free time. Right now I don't have a whole lot of free time, and it's all being consumed. Not in reviews, but this time it's in work stuff, so I don't get that whole, you know, where I have all the time in the world to build things, you know. But in a few weeks, I certainly will. What am I going to do? A friend of mine and I we're going to have we already have a trip planned out, so we are going to do that. And in addition, just relax, chill, and for me, I'm going to come back here and do the Lego stuff. Oh, you can't see what I'm doing, my bad. Hey, I'm waiting for the complaints to roll in the comments about how sloppy these are. I don't think I blocked. You know what I hate? Where some people are worried that they're going to get blocked on my main channel because they notice their comments are flagged for spam or held for review. And I'll read through the comments, as I read through everything. And this guy was like, I'm afraid because I didn't see my comment come up and I didn't know if I made you mad or something like that. I said, I don't know, let me look. And so I checked my comments. Yeah, his comment was held for review and I didn't find anything wrong with it. So the YouTube AI thing sometimes just doesn't work. And if it doesn't work, you know, like I said, I check everything manually. I read everything, and if I'm not sure about what somebody says, I'll read it 2 or 3 times or have a friend of mine read it and make sure that what I'm seeing is correct. I did block somebody the last time we met just because they were being a little hostile, a little mean to me, and I just thought, oh, I don't want to deal with this, so they were gone. Taking Lego a little seriously, and I'm just like, oh, it's just chill. It's going to be, well, of course, the holidays are coming up and stuff like that, so I guess some people are just kind of depressed. Boy, this piece just wants to keep falling off. Is this going to be another one of those brittle sets that we're going to have to deal with here? Okay, so that goes on like that. Okay, now we're going to move on to the other wing here, which we've already started a little bit of it here. Yeah, it's even warm in here today. Hey, my electric bill's been pretty kind to me because I've been cutting back on things. Well, oh, there it is. It's like, am I missing a part? Because I know it should be in here. Because remember the last time we met, this set actually had a full set of parts. Speaking of that, remember that big beautiful horse that I did? Okay, I was taking that apart, and this happens. So this time I made sure it won't happen again. I was taking it apart using a brick separator. A part flew off the brick separator into the trash can. And it was a 1x5 plate. Something very hard to find. And I went through that trash can like twice, could not find that part for the life of me, but I saw it flying in there. Yeah, so now that trash can has a lid on it. Matter of fact, I got a brand new trash can here with a lid, so there's no way nothing could fly in it now. So I used to have a trash can over on this side of the room. I took it away and put it on the other side. Well, when I was tearing apart sets, yeah, that part flew out. And it's a 1x5 plate. If it was like a 1x4 plate, I wouldn't care. I got millions of those. But I don't want to throw anything away because, you know, parts are just getting scarce to find now. So I try not to do that. So this time I put a lid on the trash can and just be done with it. Yeah. So that's probably the only exciting thing that happened negatively anyways. Boy, I love this coral color. So what do I do with these sets after I'm done? This will get parted out into my collection, but that's why I save these for alternative builds. I got 12 or 14 sets or videos that are coming up that I'm going to be doing this. This is the first out of many. So I may be jumping around a little bit on doing, don't fall, on video tutorials right now. So what you see on this channel is up to this point has been reruns. It's not like I choose to do reruns, but if I have nothing to put in the slot, at least I want to give you something to watch. I've been missing a few days here and there, but you know what? I needed these in a certain color. Not that color, but there they are. Yeah, I need to get a camera that's facing more downwards, but I'd have to make a jig for this one. I was looking at some of my older videos. I'm thinking, yeah, if I can get a camera that just goes straight down here, that would require more of a GoPro, something lightweight. Those are expensive, and right now I'm worried more about feeding a family than I am a GoPro. So, you know, that kind of thing. But I was thinking about it. Yeah, I can probably do it. The software allows me to do that picture-in-picture stuff. So I could. I have the software, and I do have my camera that I use for filming tutorials, but I'd like to keep that more for tutorials and close-ups and then just filming that, because I need to, first off, I need to get a new camera for doing tutorials eventually. This professional one is just hard to look around because when I'm behind the camera when I'm filming tutorials. Right now I'm off to the side here. It really won't do any good. So I try to do tutorials as if you were building at the table. And, you know, so I'm looking for more of a hand cam. And waiting 4 years to get one is going to be a little too much. So I got to think of something to get. And I could look for a second hand camera, but I don't want another. I don't want somebody else's headache. So I think I'd rather buy a new camera and just be done with it, you know. But I was thinking about it though. I thought, well, that wouldn't be a bad idea. I could see why somebody said you want an alternative angle. It wouldn't be that much editing involved, just getting it all set up. First, you know, do I have any other video cameras? I have a phone. I have a couple of old phones and tablets. I mean, maybe I can cobble up something that's on a budget. You know, I mean, this is YouTube. I don't need to make full production quality videos. Just put something on a budget here. But the only problem with using a cell phone is I got that selfie stick thing that I can attach in here. Matter of fact, I'd have to make several jigs. So I got to think of something. If anybody's got any ideas, let me know. You can tell I'm just rambling right now, but you know, that's how it is. It's how we roll here. Yeah, this thing feels kind of flimsy, but there we are. It's not too bad, huh? Okay, and it shows arrows here. Oh, okay. Okay, what are the arrows showing? It doesn't show us any angles, so I'm assuming that it just goes like this. Okay. Yeah, that one's not too bad. I mean, it had more color than the last one we did. Okay, now it looks like we're doing the base with the flower. And yeah, I want to thank everyone on my main channel for being contributors. It's really appreciated, especially my Rebrickable customers and Patreon followers. That's always a big help. And see, my mind went blank. You can tell where I'm at today. I want to thank everyone for taking the time to purchase building guides. If there's something you're interested in, I am very far behind, but once I get workload done, I'll have time to start doing building guides, because I'm starting to write them up now. Okay, but all the contributions help for making tutorials, mocks, and I can share my ideas freely. And remember, if you're on my YouTube memberships or Patreon, you get to see things early and you have access to exclusives. So I've decided I am going to be doing build exclusives on my... there'll also be... I'm going to try to do them on Patreon. I just got to figure out how to set that up somehow. But they'll also be available strictly for YouTube members too. So I got to think of how I want to put this together. So when I do the new build, that's just it. It'll just be for memberships. But the tours won't be. You'll be able to tour it. Well, I'm looking for a black one, but I can't find it. I found the shaft. Sometimes it's hard to tell which one's black and which one's white on these when they have a black part. Oh, there it is. It must be that then. Yeah, so if you had a good Halloween, cool. There was a bunch of trick-or-treaters that came up to the door, like teens and stuff. We didn't have a lot, but we had a lot of teenagers come up to the door. And, you know, at least they're out there getting candy instead of causing trouble. But most of the teenagers I know of, they kind of just keep to themselves. But I'll tell you, and you know, I'm going to be blunt honest with you. I do not like Halloween. It's just, when I was a kid it was fun, but now as an adult, it's like I mean, it's a holiday for little kids. It's not really a holiday for full-grown adults. And for me, I need to find that gray piece. There's a dark brown one that I can't find. Oh, here it is. I wasn't paying attention. I just can't get into the holiday. Now, of course, if I had kids, it'd be fun and I'd dress up with them, but no, I can't do that. Okay. Hopefully the next video I'll be more awake, but I'm probably going to do another one after this one here. It'll be on a different set. Or I could do the same one, but that kind of thing here. Ooh, we are down to not even a bar left. Well, I came prepared today. There, now I'll plug that in and make that go away. There we go. Okay, just like that. Yeah, so I'm glad you guys and gals get to join me on these adventures, even though if I'm half asleep here. It's always fun to chat with you. And yeah, just got to think of some fun stuff to do. That's the problem about not sleeping very well. Okay, now we're doing the flower. Yeah, so I keep all these old sets until I'm ready to film the alternative builds. So that's what I do. It was by request, you know. This is not something I usually do, but more and more people were requesting, you know, why don't I build the alternative models? I'm like, never thought about it, so I started doing it, you know, and I'm glad everybody prefers these. I mean, if you don't like the set, you know, that's quite all right. Oh, I did remember a comment from Janet about the Halloween, I did the grave headstone markers. I was trying to find something to fill in for Halloween. I didn't have a whole lot of ideas this year. Next year I have a bunch of ideas, but that's why I did this. So if you, and you know, if they, I don't intend for that to be something dark or something kind of depressing, but it was just something I figured it would fit. All right, I'm missing another round plate here. I have this. Or did I? Yes, I did. I put the wrong one in the back. See? I bet somebody cussed me out and probably left a bad comment on that. Hope I didn't get blocked over that. Depends on my mood. There we go. It's like, where did that go? Let me look for that, because I know there's no missing pieces. Can't be that tired. But I'm ready for my time off of work. That's going to be a whole 11 weeks because I've been working on Fridays. So I don't have a whole lot of stuff to do. We got to make 8 of these little pedal things, so we're going to have to do that. So somebody's going to say, Jay, you don't sound chipper, you don't sound bubbly. When you get tired and you're stressed from work, it can get to you after a while. It literally can. And for those who thought, wait, I thought this was your job. No, YouTube will never come close to what my day job pays. So, no, that's, you know, I wouldn't depend on YouTube. Yeah, a lot of bad things are going on right now in the world, and it's kind of time to sit down and put something together. And I wish there was some topics I can talk about in these videos, but I don't want to do that. But why can't we all just get along and have fun and build with Lego? But then there would be some disputes on how to put things together. I know I've seen it on my comments from time to time, but you know, I mean, in all fairness though, we all think differently. Just leave it at that. And then and, you know, of course, why am I filming this today? Because I have some spare time. Hopefully it'll be more chipper when I do the next one. I said I had a rough night's sleeping last night. It wasn't too fun. Trying to avoid drama, all that stuff, so I've been kind of hunkered down here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, we need one more. That's not 8. That's not an 8 yet. That's not going to help out. No, but I see it. But when tiles are upside down, I have a hard time picking them up, and it sells goofy eye pieces. We may need those. I have a bin of those that are overflowing of just eyes. I hate that part. I very seldomly, if ever, use those, and the eyepieces are just kind of goofy, but it's like, man, what a waste of a part. Okay, now these go in here. But I put them the wrong way and it's already falling apart. Lego, this is kind of bad because I didn't know which way this was going until I saw the stub out. So when you're putting yours together, I'd start like that and start setting them in there. These are not very sturdy. This whole build is kind of rickety. They'll fall apart. Okay, and then we fold it up. Does it have to be perfect? That's up to you, the builder, if you want it to be perfect. Yeah, I'm trying to think of some places for the girl and I to go. for we're going to do some winter camping. I think that'd be kind of cool. Go up into the Sierras for the fall. Well, it won't be winter, but winters out here are so mild it wouldn't matter anyways. How am I going to put that on? I'm going to cup my hand like this and pray it doesn't fall apart. No, it did not. That's even better. And like that. And yeah, we gotta fix the butterfly to this. So at least they give you a call out here. Goes in the top stud there. See if I can let you see that there, right there. Just rotate that in and there you go. Stays up on its own too. Kind of take a look at that. And yeah, that's it for the butterfly. And it's not a bad alternative build, but I would say it's more on the fragile side. Okay, summation of thoughts. And yeah, it's a bit fragile. Let me slide that out of the way while I'm dumping this in here. Because you still got a good selection of parts. No brick separator included, but if you got one, if you're still going to build this, put it in the box. That's what you should have remaining there. Not too bad at all. Put that in there for safekeeping. And it wasn't a bad build, it was a quick build. And it's a bit on the fragile side now. If you're into animal figures, there you go. I'd say this one's a pretty good winner. Not as bad as the Tropical Toucan, because remember in the last one we just did black and white for the majority of the build. This one here was all over the place. And I think in the next installment, whenever that's going to be, we're going to do the tropical fish. That one doesn't look too bad. It looks like it's just black and white again, but well, sometimes you got to have more vegetables in the dessert. But overall, though, it's a nice, relaxing build. Just a little time waster to pass the time. But tell me what you think.